We must stay consistent with our political message. Now, we've got the general election approaching us, and Reform UK are absolutely flying in the polls. You know, most people I know will be voting for them, right? Now, I won't be voting for Reform UK, and I'm going to tell you why. Because the bottom line is, with Reform UK and UKIP and Heritage Party and Reclaim and Social Democratic Party, they've all got this same policy of banning. They've banned around 100,000 patriots who desperately tried to prevent what happened to this country, what everyone's complaining about. And they desperately try to do it in a legal and democratic way. So Reform UK, for example, if they were to get into power, if they was to form a government one day, they've excluded 100,000 patriots who didn't break any laws. They did it all within the law. What were they trying to do? They belong to parties like in the 60s, National Front, BNP a bit later on, Britain First, some other parties as well. And it's 100,000 people. This is completely wrong. You know, it's just unnecessary to do it. I don't care what anyone says. You know, the reason they did it is because they are extremely politically correct, and this is what we are fighting against. You know, they're not pushing back against it. They're going along with it. So I've made a decision that I will spoil my ballot, and I can't vote for Reform UK because of that reason. They're also pro-immigration, and they're going to accept more refugees, which I completely disagree with. However, I understand why people will vote for Reform, and I'm not going to be holding a grudge against people who vote for them. But for me personally, I could not vote for them because of that reason. You know, it's just unbelievable that people think this is okay, that if they was to form a government, they're excluding around 100,000 patriots from taking part in that, or having the opportunity to take part in that. And they go on again, like they always go on about they're against dictatorships and all this sort of stuff, and that is the most undemocratic thing. And that's even worse than the Tory and the Labour Party. They wouldn't do that. They don't ban previous membership of other parties and stuff. So at the end of the day, I understand you might have to do it for one individual, but what they've done is a blanket ban. They've demonised 100,000 people, and those 100,000 people, a lot of them would have lost their jobs. Some of them may have lost their children to forced adoptions and things like this. And Reform UK want to continue persecuting them and demonising them. And I'm one of them. I was a former member of the BNP. Luckily I didn't lose anything, but I'm still being demonised for trying to do something about what everyone's complaining about now. Immigration, LGBT ideology in the schools, globalism, Islamisation, whatever you want to call it. So I can't vote for Reform UK personally, but like I said, I don't hold a grudge against anyone who does, and I understand why they would do it. But I feel that I need to let people know the reasons why I will not be voting for Reform UK. So here is my ballot paper, and I support my ballot. That's what I believe in, and this is what I campaign for. Obviously, National Housing Party are not standing a candidate in the general election. It's a waste of time, in my opinion, for the smaller parties. However, there is a few people I would vote for if they were standing in my area. British Democrats, they're standing 5 candidates, 2 in Yorkshire, I believe, 1 in Kent, 1 in Essex, and another one somewhere. I would also vote for Nick Buckley. Nick Buckley, Saddleworth and Oldham candidate, independent candidate. So yeah, that's my reasons for not voting for Reform. I hope people kind of listen to what I had to say, because it's completely wrong that they've done this. And you know, Nigel Farage even boasted about it again the other day in a news conference, like it's some great thing, and it's not. This is part of the anti-white agenda, simple as that, because all those people he's banned were trying to prevent the indigenous British people becoming a minority. I'll leave it there. I'm outside St Paul's in central London, Pat McGuinness, National Housing Party. If you want to join our party, we're getting geared up for the local elections straight after the general election. If you want to stand in local elections for us, please get in contact with us. We've got quite a few candidates raring to go, and you can join the party, £22 a year on the website. If you're unwaged, you can join for £11 a year on the website. So thanks for watching. Jesus Christ is King. Thank you very much.